Hey, they ought to make the day the time changes the first day of summer. That way two good things would happen at once. I love the long days and the extra sun.
A lot of good the extra daylight does me. I lost an hour's bloody sleep. It's dark already. We've still got a 3-hour drive, and then we won't get back till after bloody midnight.
If it really dragged you that much, you wouldn't do it.
Kidding? I don't want to blow Sunday on this scene. We're either going to have to move Mother to Parkerville or the grave to Pittsburgh.
Oh, you're just being silly. Mother can't make a drive like this. Look, $25. We still remember. I don't. You know it. I don't remember what the guy looks like. Johnny, it takes you 5 minutes. 3 hours. No, 6 hours. 6 hours and 5 minutes. Mother wants to remember. So we have to drive 400 miles to plant a cross on a grave, as if he's staring up through the ground to check out the decorations. We have to remember. And she stays at home. Johnny! We're here, all right? Hey! Hey, Bob! You know what? The radio's been on all this time.
Ladies and gentlemen, please forgive... What? Hey, you got a signal, Charlie? It must have been the station. Do not be alarmed. Hey, the radio's okay, it's just...
Do you remember which row it's in?
It's over here, I think. I think it's over here. Hey, did you hear the radio? The radio's fixed. It must be in the station, not the radio.
Good, you won't fizz bitchy driving home.
Well, there's no one around.
Well, it's late. If you'd gotten up earlier...
Oh, look, I already lost an hour's sleep on the time change.
I think you complain just to hear yourself talk. There it is.
I wonder what happened to the one from last year. Each year we spend good money on these things. We come out here and the one from last year's gone.
Well, the flowers die, and the caretaker or somebody takes them away.
Yeah, a little spit and polish, you can clean this up. Sell it next year. Wonder how many times we bought the same one. Hey, come on, Barb. Church was this morning, huh? Hey, I mean, praying's for church, huh? Come on.
I haven't seen you in church lately.
Well, Grandpa told me I was down to help. You remember? You remember? You remember? Right here. Right here. Right here. I jumped out at you from behind that tree. Grandpa got all excited. You'll be damned to hell. I jumped out from behind that tree and you'd be so scared. You're still afraid.
Stop it. I mean it.
They're gonna get you, Barbara.
Stop it. You're ignorant.
They're coming for you, Barbara. They're gonna get you.
Johnny, stop. Johnny, stop. Johnny, stop. Johnny, 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 Johnny.
They're coming out of their graves. After you. They're trying to get you.
You're acting like an idiot.
Here comes one of them now.
Shh! He might hear you.
I'm getting out of here.
John?
Yeah, right. Yeah, so it's a couple just over here, and they're just walking along, and this old fella out of nowhere comes at him, comes in, he jumps on the girl's back, and she starts shrieking and screaming. You could hear it all the way up the street. It would bloody wake everyone up. And the old guy looks like he's pulling at her hair and hitting her, and he's trying to bite her or something. It's weird. Bloody weird if you ask me. And so the guy she's with turns around and grabs the old fella, and they wrestle to the ground, and she's free then at that point, but I don't know why she didn't just bloody run away then. So these two they're wrestling on the ground and hitting and bloody punching and stuff, and the old fella like knocks the guy out, and he's doing something. He's like leaning over him on the ground, punching at him and stuff. And the girl at this point's picked up this big bloody branch, and she's gonna clobber the old fella. So he goes after her. He's like crawling along like a bloody cat or an animal or something, and she freaks out then at that point, like you bloody would, wouldn't you? And she takes off up the street, running and screaming, and drops the branch, and he's off after her. Like he can't really move because he's been fighting. And so yeah, they just went off up over there, and that's what I saw.
I'm sorry, our lines are busy. Would you hold the line, please? I'm sorry, our lines are busy. Would you hold the line, please?
All right. Don't worry about him. I can handle him. Probably be a lot more of them as soon as they find out about us. The truck is out of gas. This pump out here is locked. Is there a key? We can try to get out here if we can get some gas. Is there a key? I suppose you've tried this. Do you live here? Jesus. We've got to get out of here. We have to get to where there's some other people. Maybe we better take some food. I'll see if I can find some food.
What's happening?
How do you think it's happening?
What's happening?
Two of them. There are two of them out there. Have you seen any more around here? I can take care of those two.
I
know you're afraid, but we have
I
to...
don't know!
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening.
Come on and get it. Come on and get some of this jack handle. Lock that door! What the?
Ain't nowhere in her now. Ain't no use disputing that.
Close your eyes, girls. I'm getting this sturdy bee-hopper out of here. You filthy... Tell me you ain't the sweetest thing. Go see if there's any wood in the fireplace out there. Look! You... You're scared. I'm scared. I'm scared too. Just like you. Now, we ain't gonna be worth a plug nickel if we don't do something. I'm gonna board up these doors and windows, but you gotta pitch in. We've gotta help ourselves, because there ain't nobody around to help us. And we're gonna be alright, okay? Now, I want you to scamper out there and see if there's any wood in that fireplace. Okay? Okay.
by God, that ought to hump their crimper. They ain't that strong. Yeah, that'll hold. Got to figure out how much nails we got. Oh, I'll leave that. What about the rest?
There, this room looks pretty secure. If we have to, we can run in here and board up the doors. Won't be long for those things to be back pounding their way in here. They're afraid now. They're afraid of fire. I found that out. You know a place back down the road called Beekman's? Beekman's Diner? Anyhow, that's where I found that truck I have out there. There's a radio in the truck. I had jumped in to listen to it when a big gasoline truck came screaming right across the road. But there must have been 10, 15 of those things chasing after it, grabbing and holding on. Now, I didn't see them at first. I could just see that the truck was moving in a funny way. And those things were catching up to it. The truck went right across the road. Slammed on my brakes to keep from hitting it myself. It went right through the guardrail. I guess the driver must have cut off the road into that gas station by Beekman's Diner. It went right through the billboard, ripped over a gas pump, and never stopped moving. By now, it's like a moving bonfire. Didn't know if the truck was going to explode or what. Could still hear the man screaming. This thing is just backing away from it. I looked back at the diner to see if there was anyone there who could help me. It was when I noticed that the entire place had been encircled. There wasn't a sign of life left except by now there were no more screams. I realized that I was alone with 50 or 60 of those things, just standing there, staring at me. I started to drive. I just plowed right through them. They didn't move. They didn't run or just stood there, staring at me. Just wanted to crush them. They scattered through the air like bugs.
Who are they? You ain't heard nothing? You mean you ain't got no idea about what's going on here? No, what's happening? What's happening? No, I can't. No, what's happening? What's happening? What? How? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Tell me what's happening. Tell me!
We were riding in the cemetery, Johnny and me. Johnny. We came to put a wreath on my father's grave. Johnny, and he said, "Can I have some candy, Barbara?" We didn't have any. And oh, it's hot in here. Hot. And he said, "Oh, it's late. Why did we start so late?" And I said, "Johnny, if you'd gotten up earlier, we wouldn't be late." Johnny asked me if I were afraid. And I said, "I'm not afraid, Johnny." And then this man started walking up the road. He came slowly, and Johnny kept teasing me and saying, "He's coming to get you, Barbara." And I laughed at him and said, "Johnny, stop it." And then Johnny ran away. And I went up to this man, and I was going to apologize.
Why don't you just keep calm?
And I looked up, and I said, "Good evening." And he grabbed me. He grabbed me, and he ripped at me. He held me, and he ripped at my clothes.
I think you should just calm down.
Oh, I screamed, "Johnny! Johnny, help me! Oh, help me!" And he wouldn't let me go. He ripped. And then Johnny came and he ran and he fought this man. And I got so afraid. I ran. And Johnny didn't come. We have to wait for Johnny.
We've got to go get Johnny.
Now? Come on, now? You settle down. You don't know what the things are. It ain't like no Sunday school out there.
Please. No.
Emergency Radio Network. Normal broadcast facilities have been temporarily discontinued. Stay tuned to this wavelength Emergency Radio Network. Normal broadcast facilities have been temporarily discontinued. Stay tuned to this wavelength for emergency information. Your law enforcement agencies urge you to remain in your homes. Keep all doors and windows locked or boarded shut. Use all food, water and medical supplies sparingly. Civil defense forces are attempting to gain control of the situation. Stay near your radio and remain tuned to this frequency. Do not use your automobile. Remain in your home. Keep all doors and windows locked. Our live broadcasters will convey information as received from Civil Defense Headquarters. This is your Civil Defense Emergency Radio Network. Normal broadcast facilities have been temporarily discontinued. Stay tuned to this wavelength Emergency Radio Network. Normal broadcast facilities have been temporarily discontinued. Stay tuned to this wavelength.
Be described as mayhem. Mayors of Pittsburgh, Philadelphia, and Miami, along with the governors of several eastern and midwestern states, have indicated the National Guard may be mobilized at any moment, but that has not happened as yet. The only advice our